One of the things that I really enjoy about my role as creative director is that I get to be many things to many people. And the vast majority of those people aren't even clients. The vast majority of them are colleagues. They're people that are working inside of the company that are collaborating alongside with me to serve the client. Collaborating with all these different people within the companies that I work at, I get the opportunity to flex muscles that are different in each instance. So, like, of course, you've got designers, right? Or any creative talent that works under me as a creative director. In those scenarios, I get the opportunity to be a leader and to inspire and to provide direction creatively, which is a passion for me. But then I also get to function with them in the capacity of a mentor, and that's a big deal for me. I get to impart knowledge that goes way beyond design and stuff that is meant to elevate their career, help them evolve as creative professionals. And I take that role very seriously. Then you've got people in project management or account management, and these are people that are essentially representing the company in front of the clients. And this is an audience that I get to work with in a very different capacity. For them, I'm a source of information, of knowledge, of perspective. I'm representing basically creativity in general on behalf of the company through them onto the client. Many times we're tag teaming during calls with clients. So I get to be a partner with them. Many times it's just about feeding them ideas or words that they need to be able to answer questions more effectively or with authority. And I love that feeling of being able to kind of empower the person in that project management role to do their job even more effectively. Then you've got company leadership. Of course, these are the people that are stakeholders inside of the company that I work for as a creative director. These are people that have top level business goals in mind, people that have revenue in mind, people that have the well being of the team that I lead in mind. And with these people, it's more of being a source of peace of mind, letting them know and making them feel the security that their people, the team that they've entrusted me with, are in good hands, that I'm not going to leave them hanging, that I'm not giving poor leadership, that I'm leading by example, that I'm giving them all the tools, the knowledge, the mentoring, the time, the one on one dedication so that that team can grow and flourish. And in the end, by making that team flourish, it's going to be flourishing for the entire company. Now, the other big part is the in house brand, the internal brand, which I get to impact and shape and lead the charge on for a leader inside of a company, being able to have somebody that they can entrust with taking the lead on the internal branding, that's a big piece of mind. And there's few things that I love as much as creating a design piece for the company that I'm working for and letting that leader see that result because they're seeing a bit more evolution of the company that they've poured themselves into. And that's a big satisfaction for me. Then you've got other creative professionals that I'm constantly working day in and day out. Some of the most common ones are coders, developers, and others are copywriters. These are people without whom a designer can do their job, right? Design is nothing without the messaging that it is representing, the messaging that it's conveying, the messaging that it is giving visual presence to. And of course, anything that has to do with a web product or a product that requires any sort of coding to bring that user experience to life. What are we without our developer brothers and sisters, right? So, this is an area that I take a lot of pride in being able to collaborate with other creatives who plug in to the creative process and without whom we couldn't do our job. This is a big joy for me because we get to collaborate from very different perspectives. It's all creative, but we're different pieces of one big puzzle, and that collaboration matters a lot. Making them feel respected, making their work feel honored is a big deal for me. And then, of course, comes the client, right? Clients, these are the people whose dreams we really are making come true. And as a creative director, I always get to play a very pivotal role in at the start of a process, whether it's a website design or a custom logo design, whether it's some sort of application being created, whether it's a campaign that we're launching and that we're strategizing, I get the opportunity to hear and to extract the raw thoughts and ideas for that vision that they have. And in the vast majority of cases, clients don't have a way of verbalizing exactly what it is they want. They don't have the language, they don't have the mental structure to think in a creative way to translate a raw idea into a creative product. And that is where I come in and I get the chance to take all that information and listen to them. What is it that they're ultimately after? It's not the design, it's the outcome, right? What is that design going to grant them and give them? Hear every little aspect of what they have as preferences, whether it's aesthetic or technical or strategy wise, and then translate all that into actual deliverables. Work with my team, work with the designers, work with the writers, work with the developers, videographers, photographers, whatever it is, and bring that thing to life. That abstract idea, give it shape, give it form, and let them see it for the first time. That big reveal, that moment. Ah, man, there's few joys like that in seeing the look on someone's face when they see that abstract idea take shape right before their eyes. Big source of satisfaction. And those are just some of the relationships. You've got marketers, you've got social media strategists, you've got salespeople. You have so many different audiences that, as a creative director, you have to deal with. And honestly, every single chance that I get to make another team member's day easier, to give knowledge, information, perspective to a team member that is going to cause some sort of growth, a little bit of information can go a long way towards feeding somebody's confidence. And I love being able to play a part in that process of enriching other team members that I collaborate with. I think it's one of the most satisfying things about being a creative director.